Hi friends, Tracy here from the Sewing Channel. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. It had been about a week since my last Goodwill sewing haul. You'll notice in today's video, my Goodwill has a huge turnover. There were new things there only after a handful of days. One of the items that I find on my treasure haul today, I'm going to put up for auction right after I air this video. Trash or treasure? You decide. Toward the end of this video, I do have some footage of something that I almost popped on, but I didn't end up getting. So if you want to see that, stay to the end. Enough talking already. Let's get thrifting. Here's one portion of the sheet section in my Goodwill. Be sure to always look in that section at your Goodwill because those are perfect for backing all of our big quilts with. Here's a Charter Club queen size flat sheet. This would be perfect for backing a quilt with. And you see online here for the whole set they want $105. Now just for the flat sheet here at the Goodwill they want $8.99. It's a pretty good deal, I think. Look at these darling baby bibs that someone took the time to cross stitch each one of them, and then they must have just donated them in bulk to the Goodwill. The Goodwill had these priced at $1.99 each. I made sure to check out the pillow section because I like to buy these pillow forms that I find here. Usually they're in brand new shape like this one, and they do retail for anywhere from $5 to $10. I scored for $2.99 on this pillow form. Sewing up envelope pillowcase covers for these pillows make excellent personal gifts for someone in their colorway. Now this next item I'm going to call my most interesting item and find of the day. The 4 pieces in this bag were extremely heavy and I had a hard time to get a good video shot of it. It was $3.99, and the note sticker on the inside of the bag on the item itself said that it was a sewing weight. As interesting as these are, I think I'm going to go ahead and put them on auction on eBay. Following this video, right after it airs, there will be a 7-day auction on these sewing weights in my eBay store. There'll be a link in the description box down below this video. The auction will be for 7 days only. I will start the auction at $3.99, the exact price that I paid for these items. You will receive all 4 of them if you win the auction. $4.99 on this bolt of purple knit fabric. It's not my color though. Here's some hardware for purses or belts or whatnot. And here I'm digging for a vintage zipper that I found down in the bottom there for $1.99. It's a metal zipper. Here we have a mixed bag of miscellaneous buttons. And our next item is some doll parts. And let's see, we have, oh yes, Susan Bates, some vintage yarn bobs right here. They're going for about $10 for a pack of 3 of them on eBay. And here they were only 99 cents. Wow, look at this. Now this is a really good deal. Look at all this lace for $1.99. If I only needed lace, but I don't. For all you scrapbookers out here, here's some Stamp It Up roller stamps. Now, I don't use any of that stuff, but for $2.99, I bet someone would take it. Back here is a box called Loop de Loom. Now, I'm not sure what that is. It's a kit of some sort, but it had a bunch of yarn in it. Some of you might know what that is, but I don't. Now, look at this. Here's a peacock feather of all the things to find in a Goodwill. And I have no use for it, but I just thought it was really cool. In my Goodwill, you can always find these knitting needles. They're a dime a dozen up in here. This next item is definitely new since the last time I brought y'all to the Goodwill with me. It's feather trim. It's kind of neat. It was only 99 cents each, but I passed on it because I have no clue what I would do with it. Here's a new bag of yarn at the Goodwill. This wasn't here the last time either. They wanted $5.99 for that big bag. I think it's a good deal, but I don't need any yarn. Here was a bag of batting for a quilt for $1.99, but it wasn't a full bag, and I kind of didn't want to buy it because there probably wouldn't be enough batting to do a whole quilt, so I passed on that. Here was a couple bags of denim fabric and cotton fabric. They seemed to be pretty good sizes. They were both priced at $2.99 each. Pretty good deal. Now, I don't usually buy knickknacks ever, but I saw this little wooden quilt shop storefront type deal, and it was all wood, and it was $1.99. And as I was looking at it, I thought, oh, look at the little quilt hanging over the rail there. And you see right there, I put that in my cart. Now, if you watched my last Goodwill treasure haul video, you know that I was talking about that crochet thread. And look at what I found in the back room of the Goodwill. I found tons of these gorgeous crochet threaded doilies. They're darling. And someone took a lot of work to do these, and they ended up in the Goodwill, and they were going for about 99 cents to $1.99. On this next item I'm going to share with you, I thought right away, how cute would a tiny quilt look on that bar right there? For $3.99, you could put like a little sampler quilt or something like that on it. And look, more of those doilies. They were everywhere back there. They are pretty though. Now this next item has nothing to do with sewing, but look at how cool it is. It's like one of those ceramic vintage fish wall plaque hangings. Here's another wooden wall rack that would be perfect for hanging little quilts on or something in your sewing room or in your living room to display. I just thought that would be a neat idea. We can always use this right here in the sewing room. I put these underneath my foot pedal of my sewing machine to help keep it from pushing toward the wall or away from me, and it does a pretty good job. And for $1.99, I'm gonna grab one of these. If you're ever looking for wedding supplies, this is a great place to look. Look at this wedding veil, how beautiful, and it was in awesome shape too. I mean, it's gorgeous for like $3.99. I mean, you can't go wrong. They even had really nice wedding dresses today. This one was $69, I believe. And this next one was a little bit more pricier. The next one here, it was $199, but it was really nice. I mean, if you know how to sew, you can tweak it to fit your body and whatnot. I think they're both great buys. They even had a petticoat right here to go right along with it. I was in the checkout and this caught my eye right here, and the price tag said $24.99. So I asked the guy to take it out and let me look at it, and upon further inspection, the handle was actually broken off in two different places, and there was glue that was gluing it together, back together to itself. And so I went ahead and passed on this one. I almost was going to buy it, but it was in too rough a shape. Don't forget about the auction. Go ahead and click the link right down in the description box below this video. Until next time on the Sewing Channel, take care.